So here we are on Thursday in Free Topic program, and we have two special guests. One of them coming from Gospont, Lela. It's not her first time here in the program. Hello, Lela.
Hello.
And also we have another special guest, Gabor, coming from
New Generation Counterpoint office.
Yes, and it's the first time he comes here in the radio. And Lela, I guess she will not be nervous because she's already expert in making radio programs. But let's see how he can handles this situation. So, and why we are here today, Lela? What do you want to explain us? I think you did something special during the week in your organization. What did you do?
Firstly, I want to say hello, everybody.
Yes.
I'm Lela. I'm an EVS volunteer from Georgia, and I'm volunteering in a Gospont Ifjúsegéd. It's a Hungarian youngs organization.
Yes.
And last week, this week.
Yes, this week.
I did a debate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Karl Popper debate, style debate.
Mm-hmm.
And there were participants like EVS volunteers, and some of them were also like youngsters from Hungary, because before debate we had some kind of presentation.
Yes.
To explain them what about it was, to explain them rules. So I think it was quite interesting for them also.
Yes, and from who did you get help to make all this debate club? Who helped you to do it?
Before I started my debates, I needed people. So I asked to this organization, New Generation organization, because I knew Gabor before, because I think in May we had a presentation there. I made a presentation about Georgia in there, so from there we knew each other. So he helped me to collect some youngsters in here.
Yes.
Like Hungarian youngsters.
Because this organization where you work, Gabor, what do you do in this organization? What kind of activities do you support?
So firstly, hello everybody.
Yes.
My name is Gabor. I work in the New Generation Contact Point office. This is a youth center, a youth office, where lots of children can spend their time and doing some activities which is interesting in.
And since when you're working in this organization?
Okay. I work this organization from 2003. So last August I got the leader position of this office. So from August I'm the leader.
Okay, I see. Good to know. So the organization now has I don't know before, but now for sure they have a great leader with Gabor. So how did you help to Lela? Did you provide her maybe some youngsters for make this debate club?
When Lela asked me, can I help her? I say, of course, yes. We are looking for some youngsters who are interested in the debate, and we organized together a presentation which tells them the details about the debate.
Cool. And so Lela, now let me ask you, when did you start to think about doing this debate club? Was something that you were planning to do from the beginning of your EBS project?
Yes, I started to plan this in April. I did some preparation in this time, but I didn't have enough people in this time also. There have to be like students from student council, but finally they cancelled it, so no one came in this time, because in here it's quite difficult to find the youngsters who won't be like so shy to speak in English, because as I know in the schools they are studying English, but mostly they are really like complex and they don't want to open and to really try to speak in English, because they are like afraid of that someone will judge them or something. But if they don't force themselves, I think that they don't have a chance to learn this language. So it was really difficult to find the people who will be like firstly interested enough debate, and after this to have like to be enough brave to speak in English during this debate.
I understand. Yeah, I guess it's not easy even for the people who can speak I don't know, in a really good level of English to make this kind of debate, but well, at least that was one of the participants, by the way, I could handle the situation not as good as I wanted, but I don't know, Lela, what do you think how I did it during the debate, even if I lost the debate?
It wasn't necessary to mention that you lost. It's okay.
It's all right.
So for me, it was really interesting because it was my first time that I had to be a judge.
Mm-hmm.
So I was also a little bit nervous in the beginning, but when it started, I lost this fear.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it's obvious, even in my language, if I have this debate, I'm also nervous. So it's really natural, but I think that it's really good experience to improve your English,
yes.
Because in this time you have a time limit, so you don't have to force yourself to speak in your language because you have to speak in English. So it's like a double activation of your brain to think and to speak quite fast in English. So it's really cool. I liked mostly all of the speakers.
Yes.
Because it was in the first time, if it was for all of you, it was really good.
So now we should make a little break in the program and we will come back in a few minutes after listening to a couple of songs. So see you later. So we are back here in Free Topic and we are with Lela and with Gabor talking about this debate club that they prepared. And Lela, tell me, what motivated you to do this debate club? Because it's not something that a lot of people wants to prepare, that has the initiative to prepare it.
For me, motivation started several years ago, a few years ago, when I was in my life first time in a debate. And after this, I really became I really gained some kind of passion to be a participant in debate, because I don't know, in this period in Tbilisi where I am living, it was really popular, and there was trainings. Some of them you had to pay, or some of them was free, and you had in advance some kind of trainings about these debates, and then there were several teams, and we had to choose people with whom we could work.
Yes.
And then we could go, or some of them was you already had to have your team and you have to register. So the second time I did also like this, that I already had my team. I explained also my friends, then we had this presentation, and after this we were participants. And I really liked mostly what motivates me in this debate is a feeling, which kind of feeling I have in there. It's some kind of adrenaline, and I become more confident, and I really like this feeling during the debate which I have. So it really motivates me.
I see. And so you have previous experience doing debates, not as a judge?
Yes. No.
But
as a participant, yes, I have experience, but as a judge, it was first time for me.
First time. And what do you prefer, to be the participant or to be the judge?
I think both of them are interesting.
Yes.
But as a participant, it's more patient. You are also trying to make a persuasive way your speech. You are playing for judge in this time, so it's really cool in this way.
Yes.
But as a judge, it's also much more responsibility, because you have to be objective and fair, and sometimes it's quite difficult.
Let me tell you something. In our debate you were not very objective, because my team lost, and so I think it's totally unfair. Nah, just kidding. And Gabor, did you ever prepare any activity like this before in your organization? Something like this, a kind of debate club, or was something new for you?
Personally, I just was an spectator in a few years ago. It's a debate show like this one, but they are using a different kind of debate, the British debate style. Yes, and it was really interesting for me, and I think it's really useful to the youngsters if they are taking place like these activities. And My association never doing this debate club or debate show or any kind of competition.
Yes.
But after this, I think we will try.
Well, you can even try in Hungarian, which was possible, because maybe that way it will be something more attractive for the youngsters or that lives here in the city. Because really, you can even ask Lela if you can use the same kind of system that she prepared, because it's something that worked really well. Even if it was the first time that she prepared something like this, I think that everything was prepared in a really nice way. And Lela, tell me, what kind of debates you prepared? Because yes, in the beginning you said that you prepared one, or that we used one style, but there are more styles.
Yes, in debate it's several styles. Like most popular, we can say that it's Karl Popper, British parliamentary, Lincoln Douglas. So it's like really famous debate styles. And yesterday we had this Karl Popper debate style, but even in this Karl Popper there's two directions which both of them create this Karl Popper. One is parliamentary style, and the second one is like a value system, we can call like this.
Yeah.
And first of all, when I did presentation, it was also like explanation of the case, like a structure in a parliamentary way. But if you are playing like it's in a first time, I just prefer to make like more like a simply way this case, because it's really important how you will write this case. So it was then value system. And it's like in advance you have a special structure for the case, so it's really easy to follow it. So it's really simple, this debate style, and it's really good. Like for the beginning it's really good, like because you need some kind of experience, and if it's really difficult then it's like more stress you, and after this you gain some kind of experience when you start from a simple, and then it's more useful.
Now we should make another break for the program, and we will come back in a few minutes, so see you later.
I'm so tired.
And here we are again in Free Topic Mustar FM 89.6, and we are with Lela and Gigauri talking about the debate club. And let me ask you, to both of you, this is a question for both of you, Lela, Gigauri. Tell me, how is the attitude of the Hungarian youngsters? How motivated are they to taking part in this kind of activities?
In my opinion, like which kind of touch I had with them, it was mostly like to collect them. So I was trying firstly about a debate, which as I mentioned, it was in April, so I didn't manage finally to do it. But after this, like it's not only about the debate. Like we had also like one of my flatmate who is a French. She had also like a Normandy night, but there weren't like as much people as we were expecting. Like I think like this kind of things, like when they have a chance to meet people from a different countries, it have to be some kind of motivation for them to meet new people. And for example, we had also like a film club, and there weren't also so much people. Like it's quite difficult just to catch them, because they're like teenagers, they want to use their time in a different ways, but they're not motivated in this kind of field. So it's quite difficult, I think, for this kind of organizations to work with them, or just they have to have really good like some kind of tricks to take them and to keep in touch with them, and when they will say them that they need them to come and just to take a part in their events. So it's quite hard in my opinion. At least in my case it was really hard to find people for my debate club, especially people who would be able to speak in English.
Yes, I see. Yeah, I could see. And also when you got you were calling it the Hungarian team, at the end something happened that they couldn't show up for the debate in the same day.
Yes. So it's like, I mean, in the beginning I had more teams, but in the end I had less teams, because like sometimes like something was appearing as this kind of things, but I think that in advance, when you are taking some kind of responsibility, you have to think about this before you take responsibility. After taking responsibility, for me it's like I can say that it's quite ugly then to find some kind of excuses, but also it's sometimes it can be understandable because we are humans and we don't know what will happen in advance. But mostly it's like then at least the reason have to be really, really worth to believe.
Yes. And same question for you, Gabor. What do you think about the attitude and motivation of the Hungarian youngsters, at least in this city, Nyíregyháza?
I have to agree with Lela. So we're trying to organize many programs for them. I think we're trying to organize school programs. So lots of youngsters just hanging around the city, hanging around the Corso, and they aren't motivated to do something useful activities.
Yeah.
So we have the same programs. We have the film clubs, we had board games activities, we had many programs, especially. So we had many programs to the youngsters, but they are unmotivated.
Yes. Yeah, I could see that because, for example, every time I finish working here in the Mustar house and I go to Corso to buy something, I see always a lot of group of youngsters there around Spar thing, and I'm thinking, but maybe instead of spending time doing nothing here in front Corso, maybe it would be better if they go, for example, to the office of Gabor to have some fun, trying to get involved in these kind of activities that are joyful and that they can learn something about them. It's something that gives a cultural knowledge that it's always good to get.
At least they will have some kind of communication skills with each other, because nowadays, like when we have a lot of like influence from social networks, we need some fresh air to go outside or to go these kind of places and to meet new people, because they would be like more or less the same age, so they will have like more in common.
Yes.
So I think they have to use this kind of chance.
I also agree. Yeah, sometimes it's good to learn something out of the internet. Also, they can learn stuff on the street or getting involved in this kind of activities. I think, in my opinion, that these youngsters, the problem is that they are too shy. I think that if they take part in one or two of these activities, after this kind of shyness is disappeared once they realize that it's not so. I mean, that nobody's going to eat them if they do this. Yes.
They just need the first step, which is quite difficult always.
Exactly. So now we should make a break. We should listen to a few songs and we will come back in a few minutes again in talking about this debate club. So see you later. And here we are again in Free Topic program. We are talking about this debate club that Lela created during her EBS project. And I want to know, which is the goal of this debate club, Lela? What you want to get from this?
Like, firstly, main reason why I'm doing it, it's because of myself.
Okay. Okay, I see. Egocentric stuff. Okay.
Yes, because I would like to have like more experience in it, even if I'm just observing them, because I would like to continue like my studies in the law, which I studied before, so it's really useful for me. First of all this, and the second time, yes, I really would like youngsters to be interested in this, because it's like in everyday life we have a debate, just we are not thinking about it. And during this time you can improve your quite a lot of skills. At least like if we start from English, you can improve your English. even if it's not in English, you can improve like your communication skills for sure. You will improve your time management skill, because it's really important during this debate. You have limited time, so you always have to control this time. Also, you can improve like public speech skills, which is quite important nowadays. And there's like much more skills which is like improvable in this time. Just maybe during the debate you are not thinking about this at all, but yes, it's like after this, like if you start to analyze, okay, what happened, like step by step, you really think about it, that you improved a lot of stuff. At least like you will have communication with your team, and it will be really good if you gain this improvement, how to work in a team, because it's really difficult to work in a team. And also at the same time to have really good communication with them, because like if sometimes we have some kind of argues or some kind of problems, mostly it comes because of it wasn't really like exact communication between the people. So it's really cool if you start from the beginning, like before you finish your school, for example, just to use it. And also I think that it's really famous, at least in my country. Like in schools they have a lot of debates. It's like some kind of activity from school, and in this way they are helping youngsters to learn some things more deeply, because during the debate you are searching a lot of information, and you will gain like a skill just to analyze this information, how to gain information, and then how to analyze it. It's good for analytic thinking and the critical thinking at the same time. So it's quite appropriate to use it in the schools also.
Yeah, it can be really useful. I have to say that I'm totally agree with Lela with all these things that she said, because for example, in my case, it's something personal. I have sometimes problems for working team, like making teamwork. Sometimes I'm too individualist, but yeah, this experience as a participant really helped me to improve some skills in teamwork. And also, even I have even more problems for talk in public, not in the radio. I don't have so many problems to talk in front of a microphone, but yeah, I have quite a few problems for talk in front of a lot of people. But after this, maybe I get more experience, and I can, I don't know, for the next debate, if I take part in another one, I will feel more confident. I will have more self-confidence in my speech. Yeah, so it's something really useful, and it's something that I recommend to everybody to do. You, Gabor, also you can also recommend this to the Hungarian youngsters, that even not necessarily to do it in English, but it's something that maybe in their first step to do it in Hungarian, it can be something more easy to do it, something that you can recommend.
Yes, I definitely recommend for the youngsters. Maybe we will organize a debate competition for youngsters.
Cool.
And definitely the Hungarian, their mother tongue, language.
Yes,
their mother language.
The same, yes.
And also, like, it's some kind of motivation if you will say that they will gain some kind of certificates. Like in our debate, we had these certificates. Okay, maybe it won't be so important, but at least there's written that it was in English and you had a debate, so it's already quite good advertisement in your side. And it's also possible to give them some kind of prizes, because I remember when we had debates in my country, like winner teams gained some kind of presents. It was books, and it was quite nice books and useful books. So like this kind of things really motivates people, I think. And if you are adding that, oh, it will be competition, not just one game, it's really acts really good way, like really motivates youngsters in this way.
Yeah, it was nice to get a certification about this, because I have it and I will take care of it the rest of my life. It will be like my first debate. But I'm sure that if you propose a kind of prize for the winner, like for example chocolate, I would have won the debate with my team for sure.
Okay, so I had to think about
it's a good
this
idea
better.
for the next
Yes.
for the next time you make a debate club. It's suggested that I can give you. Now we should make the last break of the program, and when we come back, we will start to finish this program about the debate club. So see you later. And here we are again, reaching the final of the free topic program of the week with Lela and Gabor. We are talking about the debate club. And Lela, are you planning to do this again in Georgia to make this debate club?
When I go back in Georgia, I already have a few plans what am I going to do. But I think that I will take a part in debates, but not as a judge.
Oh.
I will take a part like as a participant, because I want to try different styles of the debates, because I think it will be more useful for me if I see like different things, because it makes more interesting than these debates also.
Yes.
And just a little bit problem maybe it will be that I don't have my team. But for me it's not a problem to work like new people. Just sometimes it's like a requirement that I have to go there with my team. So I think I will manage it, and I'm also thinking that maybe I will take a part in online debates, because it exists several websites, and there's online debates where you can find topics, like which topics you are interested in, and you will have just debate in an online regime. So I think it's quite useful nowadays, and I think that it's really famous.
Yeah, what I know that it's popular since many years ago, this kind of websites that are called forum, at least in Spanish, that where there are many topics to talk about, and they can debate like texting, writing stuff. But I think that it's better if it's possible to do it face to face.
Yes, it's better like this way, but it's also like you can gain experience like this way also. It's like a special website, especially for the debates.
Yeah, but it also could be good for you if you also try to be a judge in more debates. You can get experience in all fields in this kind of debate world.
Yes, but for it, like I need like much more experience. It's like for me, it was the first time here, but I feel that I need much more. Like I have to try another types of the debates. But it was really good feeling to be as a judge.
And
I liked it.
And let me ask you one of the last questions. Which is your favorite kind of debate? Do you have any kind of preference where you feel better?
I think like I like this one which we had yesterday.
Karl Popper?
Yes, this value system, because it's like really easy, and you are not like really stressed yourself to make this in a structured way, because it's really difficult also to control this like step by step what have to come during your case, and the others are like more structured. So I prefer this one which we had yesterday. And also like when you are starting to make your arguments, like it's also sometimes confusing, because as I saw yesterday also, like it's sometimes mixing of the arguments.
Yes.
So it's quite difficult to, at the same time, to control yourself, to speak, to control time and everything. So if the structure is easy, then it's like you are more relaxed, I think.
Okay, good. It was a really nice explanation, Lela. It was a pleasure to have you here. Also to you, Gabor. It was good to have you here, and I hope that for the next months, when I'm staying in here, you can come again here to talk about new activities that you do in your organization, because it's something also nice to promote. I think it's something very useful for the people in the city, if they get to know all these kind of activities that we do in Niret Hazard, because it's useful for everybody. So it's time to finish the program, guys. Thank you very much again for coming in here. It was a pleasure to make this program about the debate club. So I hope we will do more. We will talk about this again sooner or later.
Thanks for inviting, because it was really interesting for me, because now I'm also thinking like how I did it, and I analyzed everything like much more better.
Yes.
And yes, it was really useful for me, so thanks.
Thank you for the invitation.
Okay, thank you very much. And for the listeners, we will meet again in the next week with a new and last free topic with this group of volunteers during this season. So see you next week.